My peeps? Hi, this is Bible Talk with Carolyn B. Good to see you. I am here today because I want to have a little discussion about the people. I have YouTube, and most of the day I watch YouTube because there is a lot of preaching going on in all the sermons that happened during the week, or years ago, or recently, or you know, currently, are always on YouTube, and that's what I watch throughout the day mostly is YouTube preachers. But and sometimes I can come across little segments, 2 or 3 minutes, maybe sometimes 10 minutes of different people prophesying. God said these days will come where your young men would dream dreams and your old men would see visions, or your young men would see visions and your old men would dream dreams, or one or the other. And it's in the Bible. I pray that you look it up on Google because I'm not very, very good at where to find verses unless I go on this computer here and call them up, and then it'll tell me where to go, or it'll just read the verse out for me, which I can do, but I'm not going to because for the purposes of this video, I'm not referring to those verses per se. And what I'm trying to say is the Bible does tell us that in the last days, sons and daughters will prophesy. You understand? So there's lots and lots of many different people on the YouTube with videos prophesying things about witchcraft and your future, or what God said to them about you. I'm here to clarify some of those prophecies where I feel like somebody's talking to me, or, those words are good for me sometimes. But sometimes what God means for another person, He's not going to tell you first. He's going to tell that person. I noticed a lot of times in those prophecies that people get the prophecy mixed up. Like, say, for instance, I know what prophecy is for me. I know it. But then it goes get mixed up with something that maybe my sister is doing, or something she said about me. And I look at those people and then wonder how true is their prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that they mix up prophecies with, other people's lives. It's a good thing that God sends somebody to prophesy to you. God knows. Because, I mean, I couldn't live without it. It's a lot of things people say to me that I didn't have insight on. Or I thought it, but it got confirmed through a lot of people. I'm not ever going to want those people to stop. But what I want them to do is really pray first. And then ask God, which one am I talking about? What am I speaking about? And who am I speaking this to? Is this somebody that we all know, that has been lied on, stolen from, cheated on, trying to be replaced? Is that somebody, that person, is that person that's had this done to them? Am I speaking to that one? Or am I speaking to the one that's doing it? Because if a witch or somebody or warlock is trying to steal your blessing, persecuting you, saying all manner of evil against you, talking about the past, the things you did in your past when you know you weren't as bad as, all that. And yes, I have a past that's bad, but I mean, I don't know who doesn't. But I guess the way people talk about me and my past is a very, very bad way, or they add their little nastiness to it, and nobody can be nastier than a person I know that would do that to me. I'm not, that person is 10 times nasty. What I did in innocence, or out of ignorance. What she does is out of deliberateness, deliberate evil, sinister evil. And how are you going to believe that person about telling you my personality, and you don't know my personality? How can you assume that what she says is true? A witch, somebody that we all know is trying to destroy me, and I can't imagine what she said about me to you. I can't imagine, but I know in my heart of hearts the good person I've always been my whole life. There is nothing I've ever done to anyone to destroy them or hurt them. in any way, and I haven't been that bad to myself. I've been bad enough. You know, a sinner is a sinner. And what I've done in my life, I've I've told here on these videos. There's nothing outrageous, abnormal about what I did. If I did prostitution, I did it well. If I was a whore and I had one man going in the back door of my building, my home, and coming out the front door, that'd be my business because that is what it was, and that's all it was. I was on drugs, and I got the drugs with what I was doing. No need to go into detail. It's self-explanatory. But I don't see what's so wrong, what's so bad, what's so different about. I know it's wrong, but what's so different about it than what everybody else has done in their lives? Take for instance my sister. I don't think there's one evangelist on the TV that she haven't had over her house or tried to get there. And then there are some that she wouldn't want because they're too smart for her. I believe a lot of things happen with some evangelists in Africa who may have came to visit her. I believe there was maybe another evangelist in Africa that wanted to talk to me, but went straight to her. You know, because she's a blessing stealer. Somebody that may have liked me, although it is highly impossible that I'm going to have anything to do with somebody that God didn't send. You understand? But, you know, she's always trying to jump ahead of God and his plans for me. You know, and do the things that somebody, I might have expressed an interest in me, and there she goes. Off she goes. I mean, that's her habit in life, her whole life, where I'm concerned with every man I've ever had. She just got to have it. You girls look out because she may have yours. I mean, it doesn't make sense for somebody to contact people that's supposed to be preaching God's word, and she wants to sleep with them, and they're always doing this. You know, we all know what that is, don't we? Because that's her. She'll get that drug in her and get as stinky as possible. And all you know how, like when I first started going to church, I would always get musty. I'm a musty person, and honey, it would be to the point where, you know, I just have to walk around like this or stay in my seat like this because all the evil was coming out of my pores. That musty. I'm still a musty person. God knows that. That's probably because I'm too big. I'm overweight. Because when I was a smaller person, I didn't have that problem. But I got a problem under the arms, really. I mean, it's personal and it's not something I'm proud of or want to talk about. And I know I'm going to get criticized for telling the honest truth. But what I'm saying is to reference the fact that when you use that drug that I used to use, and I know all about what the things, the demon that comes out in people, and hers is that stinking bottom. The girl would walk around the house in what do you call what do you call those little nighties with the spaghetti straps and they short? You if you ain't got nothing on under them, you're gonna see everything. She would walk around that with the house with a boatload of people in the house getting using drugs, and then she'd sit somewhere and get up, and the whole house would be smelling. But that was the react her what do you call it, you know when you're allergic, that was her allergy to cocaine, and it still is. And so now the preacher's over here doing this, you know. I mean, she's such a witch. I mean, and she doesn't think I see anything or know anything, but I do. I know mostly everything, but she's very sneaky. And what she does, I'm going to give you men a heads up. It's in Proverbs 7. Check this out. I've told you about this before. And now I'm going to read the part of Proverbs 7 that may make you think before you go see her. Or was it 20? No, it's Proverbs 7. And hang on here. I'm coming. Just hang on. Here we go. I'm going to read the whole thing. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. First of all, that son, that's what God's saying to you, Mister. Hi, dude, preacher, male preacher, Females too, because she's into that. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger, with which flattereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple, I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding. Now here's the witch, the Jezebel, or whatever that strange woman talking, passing through the street near her corner. And then now this is a narrator. Passing through the street near her corner. Oh, the narrator is saying that. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and behold, and beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding. Now, you're not young, but you're void of understanding. Explain that to God. You preachers in the church forever, and you're still void of understanding. And you're trying to tell somebody else how to have God in their life. First of all, verse 8. Passing through the street near her corner, he went the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart. I mean, if anybody dresses like a harlot, this person I'm talking about does. And subtle of heart, just a liar, act like she's sweet and kind, but she's not. All right, she is really loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her own home. Now she's outside, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner, running around the streets to the corners, prostitute. Check me out. I'm talking. So she caught him and kissed him. You know that enticement, whatever it is she does to y'all. Uh, I know what it is, and is laying out her guts and her soul to you like a harlot. All right, but what I'm trying to get to, I better say it before I forget it. How she does the way she gets you guys in the pocket. She makes you feel guilty for being a man. She makes you feel guilty for being a whorish man. First, she gonna get you, and she uses her knowledge of a whorish man to make you feel guilty or so lustful, uncontainably lustful toward her. Using me most of the time, us together, and then that makes for intrigue. And you go there, you see her. But this is what happens to you when you see her, when you enter that woman's house. She is loud and stubborn. You know she is. Her feet abide not in her own home. Now she's outside and she lies in wait for you, guys. This is just the interpretation of her being outside is her enticing you with her nastiness and her soul giving and all this stuff. So she caught you and kissed you, said nice things to you, flattered you, told you how good you look, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. She make y'all pretend she in the Lord like y'all are. She relates to you on your level. Like you're not really into the Lord. You just get money and that's your income source. So you're not really into what God wants from you, and you know you're not. And neither is she. But you both know each other are not. But I don't see how you get enticed. That's a fool in a man. An absolute idiot. All right? Just enticed by a piece of tail that your wife got. All right? Hold on, I'm not done. Uh, therefore came I forth to meet you, diligently to seek your face, and I have found you. Ooh, I found you. You're the one for me. I looked high and low for you. I think you're so beautiful. I know you're the man of your stature. You're the kind of man I really would like to have in my life. I really need you. And I'm all talking because of dope. I want some dope money. That's what it boils down to. I have, and you know she presses up on you and sends double your way if you don't send her some more once you have come and gone. Like I don't know that. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. This is where the dope comes in. Y'all know y'all use drugs. I mean, I ain't talking about nobody that don't know what I'm talking about. And so y'all all get high. When she get high, she get stinking. When she get high, she get that devil. Now she playing her trick. She gonna pull the trick, the bag trick out, trick bag out. She meant to make you feel guilty for being there. Start crying or whatever she does to get more money out of you. And her biggest accomplishment in this whole situation is getting you to put your face in that place when it's funky as all heck. Because that is a prize to her. When she gets you to bend over and put your face there, you look awful. I'm not the only one that knows this or sees this. You know that. But I have right to talk about it because I'm involved. Then when you don't give her enough money, she puts my name in. Oh, I need to help my sister. She's having this or whatever she lied to you about. I ain't asked you for nothing. But if you giving somebody something for me, why would you give it to that somebody? All right. So then she gets a joy out of that because she knew it wasn't for me, but she put my name in it. You knew she put my name in it and wasn't going to give me nothing. But you were so afraid of her demon that you did it. And then after you did that with her, she's going to make publicly humiliate me about not having given it to me. I didn't ask for it. Ever. Was I there laying up in the bed or were you doing this to me? Because I don't really like that. You can go ahead and go on down. But if you can't hold yourself up long enough and well enough to do the way God intended man and woman to work, I don't need you at all anyway. Because there's nothing but right here. A birdie could come if it's a white bird or a Hispanic bird or a demon bird. Right in the middle of sex. That's why I don't want no black man. Right in the middle of sex, and we getting it in, and then it's gone. It kaputs. First of all, that made me feel like I ain't nothing, which I know better. But if you want to put it like that, hey, that's ridiculous. I'm not important enough to ignore them birds or whatever those things, those demons or whatever, and it's kaput, gone. But you know what I have done? I done told you out my whole house. It might be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, but those are those days. Those are those days when I lived that life. But I'll tell you, ain't no man finna marry me that can't do nothing. I don't care if you're 88. If God ain't in you enough where you can do it, don't bother me. Don't worry about marrying a fat woman, ugly woman, skinny legs, or fat, whatever. Don't worry about me, because I don't want you. Write that down. And then now, it goes on to say, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the goodman is not at home. He is gone a long journey. She ain't got no goodman. He have taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. Now, your wife could say that. You know what I'm saying? Your wives could say that while they're down there visiting Homer. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. Verse 22, he goeth after her straightway as an ox goeth to the slaughter. By the nose, just unbelievable. Or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, till a dart strikes through his liver, as a bird hastens to the snare and knoweth not that it is for his life. That snare is going to take your life. You don't even know it. And hold on, because hey, check this out. You the bird that's going to the snare that's going to take your life. But check this out. It might your homegirl might not have took your life, but she took your soul. 24. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her path. Don't even entertain that nonsense she's talking to you. Don't be fooled. Don't be afraid. Don't be uh coerced. So a real man wouldn't be. You guys doing that out of sheer willingness. All right? But it's still a willingness that's going to get you hurt. Maybe dead, maybe in hell. Because it goes on to say in verse 26, for she hath cast down many wounded. She's torn your lives apart. Yeah, many strong men have been slain by her. You have died. Your soul died. You gave your soul to the devil. And the last verse goes on in chapter 7, Proverbs chapter 7 goes on to say, her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. All right. It can't be explained any better than that. A Jezebel spirit, a Jezebel woman. And all she wants is your money. You flatter yourself to think that she really likes you. But your usefulness it will be dried up like a potsherd no sooner you want to give her no more any more money. All right, now let me go on and let you bathe in that, and ask God about your life. Ask God, what are you? Ask God, am I doing with my life? How can I hear from a podium on TV the devil and end up with the devil? I'm supposed to be a child of the Most High God. I'm preaching the gospel. I'm talking about Jesus in the world. That none of that pertains to Jesus Christ or the Bible or religion or you know your purpose in Christ. And here you are, found what so you take your friends. One may have taken his wife, because she's a freaky deaky. Not really freaky, but she wants something. I can't even wrap my brain around that. I'm not gonna waste my time doing it. Now, what she want with your wife is I don't know, but I guess for manipulation purposes. Anyway, please quit prophesying two, three, four prophecies at once. Take your time. Talk about one prophecy, then another, then another. And when you talk about a prophecy concerning people like me, make sure you understand that I don't want to hear it if it's coming from a place where you think you know me because somebody else told you something about me. I'm me. I did what I did. I do what I do. But and nobody can tell you who I am or what I do. Because naturally it's gonna be a lie. And if you're dealing with a witch, it ain't nothing but a lie. Ain't no you stop. Not really no reason to talk about me except for some ulterior purpose. Am I correct? Why bring me up? I'm not there. What is your problem? And then you going along with a whole crowd of people in a church believing this demon. When she was a demon, she hated my mom, our mom, and our mom was a demon herself. It could be. Mom was a wonderful woman and a loving mother. But you couldn't piss mama off without some consequences. No one provokes her with impunity. But anyway, when you're sleeping with dads and fathers and brothers, cousins, a mother might get mad. A mother might not like her daughter. A mother might get back at her daughter. But the thing is, the Bible says honor thy father and mother. That means even if your father's a rapist, once you know he's a rapist, don't offer to lay down with him. Don't give yourself to him. He's a rapist. You know, then you'll piss your mother off, and then you'll hate your mother because she don't like you. Now you're dishonoring your father and your mother because you're getting back at your mama when she don't like you. And we had the same parents. They did the same thing to me. It was so severe where my father was concerned that I would black out when I seen that devil or felt the devil get in him. I'd be gone. I'm out. Because as a baby in my crib, I never could stand evil. Jesus came to my crib out of voluntarily. I didn't know there was Jesus. I didn't know anything. All I know, I didn't want to wake up in that house the next day. I did not want to wake up there when I was waking up. I couldn't. Didn't know what. I was stuck. I don't like the devil. I don't like him. But God made me like that. And so Jesus came to my crib looking like a toddler, but with the face of a grown man. And I'll never forget it. But I was a chosen one from the beginning, and the devil was placed in my path in the form of family members. And I've been deterred until August of 2015 when I got saved. When I gave my life to Christ. I've been saved 1,000 times. But I decided in August of 2015 to really work that thing. Work out myself. I didn't even know that's what it was. I just said, I'm going to stick with this and see where it takes me. And lo and behold, the evil that I have encountered because of that decision. Devils on top of devils on top of devils. It's been horrible. But now God had decided to set me free, put me free, make me free, set my foot upon the rock. And the devil's going crazy. That is some of you guys out there evangelizing and prophesying who say wonderful things and the most wonderful people. And I know my own. I know who you are that really mean well. But she can get to anyone. I can see her ease her way into your conversation. I see her ease her way into, she'll probably call you ugly or something. Or do something that you don't like to make you distract you, take your focus away from what you're doing. I'm here to warn you because you are too lovely for her. You're too good for her. Don't be enticed by her. Don't be don't believe nothing she says about me because we're excuse me. If you don't know me, you don't know me. Don't take nobody's word from me because I've been a cool child all my life. I've been a nice person. I've never set out to hurt people, even when they wanted to hurt me, when they were hurting me. I just didn't retaliate like that because I know in my mind of mind and my heart of heart, God don't handle that. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I ain't got you to do. But I will, what do you call it? Expel you from my life. And that's that. You can go. And you got to go. Once I make up in my mind, you have to go. Because you've done too much. I've given you this chance. I've told you this. I've said, once you got to go, you got to go. Adios. I haven't spoken to her. I was sick and tired of her. But I tried to stick with her. Because I knew what she been through. Where she was raised. Her problem. Why she had the problem. And I wanted to help her really, really badly. I thought when she got saved, we'd have a wonderful relationship. We have had nothing. I have had nothing but turmoil with her. Oh, it's been hell. Sending devils my way. I mean, to this day, every day. I mean, oh my God, to get everybody in the surrounding area to destroy me. It's funny to her. It's sickening to me. I'm tired of it. I'm praying constantly. But you know what? Maybe, you know what? God knows they're doing it. And it is a way to make me pray all the time. Yeah. Excuse y'all. All right. I'm not the kind that be like, in the wilderness and God feed me manna and I'm disgusted with the manna every day and talking about I don't want no more man of God. You get me some pheasants here right away. I'm just saying that because I had that on another video. I'm trying to make light of something because you talk to the God who created you. We don't want no more manna. I mean, who don't want angels' food? Who got God done put up with our disobedience so long? You are the Israelites. You are them. You are don't if you don't believe it, go back and research where you come from. God done put up with us black folk so long till it's ridiculous. And if we've been disobedient after disobedience, and we got the nerve to have be stiff necked when every other race on God's planet looks down on us. They only look down on us because of the black men. Because black men have no backbone. None. And they sell us out, the children, women and children, to get the little scraps the world gonna give them. Give them the little lying props they give them. You know, they sell us out. They don't care nothing about us. But I ain't here to talk about that there. I'm here to encourage you guys who do prophesy, who do say things that does help me and other people. You know, when you have a word from God. But I want you guys to really remember that whatever God really actually wants for another person, He's gonna tell that person. There's no need to tell you before that person knows it. And so when the message is tinged with, your idiosyncrasies, such as maybe not wanting to be black and you are black, but you light skins and you can pass. But as soon as people see your features, they know you're black. Okay? Your lips thicker than even mine. So that there's some black in you if you ain't black. You feel me? Everybody just black is such a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Believe that. But that girl will use that against you if she knows that you wish you weren't black, and she knows that you can pass for not being black, except for your mouth. Then she gonna use your mouth. She gonna use a feature. She gonna call you ugly. Like I'm on the, I can feel the devil talking about my big old nose. Man, if he ain't spoken on my nose once, he's spoken on it. He haven't spoken on it a million times throughout my life. So anyway, whatever my nose is, it is, But anyway, I beg you not to bother to prophesy it to me with the knowledge in your head that I'm this thing that that person described me as to you. Try to clean the slate off concerning me so that you can really, really see who I really, really am because you are a child of God and you should see. You can't bring that to me. What you want to believe about me. You can't even supposed to be jealous of me. You don't even know me. You don't know me. How can you hate me? How can you have jealousy toward me? You only acting on somebody else's behalf. And the behalf you acting on is evil. Anything like that is evil. So that's all I really came to say. But and then that guy, this African person. So she made sure to sleep with him. And he made sure to sleep with her. Because if he wanted to see me or marry me, he would have been tempted. So he gonna see her first so he can get that knock that out the way. And he think he gonna marry me so he can knock it out whenever he feel like it. But he got another thought coming. Y'all got another thought coming. If you think I'm that chick, and I would never ever marry a man that I knowingly know slept with that wicked witch sister of mine who sleep with every man out of mine. And I've prayed to God. I'm like, God, I'm never gonna be able to live a life without her torment. So I don't know what to say. You know what I'm talking about. Leave me alone, please, before it goes awry. But when it goes awry, it's gonna go awry for you, because I have the Lord on my side. You might as well just let me go. Let me alone. Leave God alone in my life. You're not gonna win. You knew who I was when I was a baby. You're mean and nasty. You've always been mean and nasty. I took a whole lot of crap off of you in the days. And I stuck with you. I forgave you multiple times. You done told the world already. She gonna forgive me again, and we gonna be talking again. I already forgave you. I forget the day I never spoke to you again. I forgave you that day. I forgive you now. But you are nothing to me. You know more than me. I think the kids and the people on the YouTube is better than you. I think nothing of you. I'm done with you. We will never have a conversation. I don't even want to talk to you on the phone. I don't even want to hear you apologize. I want absolutely nothing from you. You destroyed me. You destroyed my trust. You betrayed my life. And for that, I never want to see you again. I'm tired of hearing from you. Because every time I hear from you through the waves, it's all negative. It's all lies, and it's always about something I did wrong or something I'm weak area or something. Yeah, and it's always too much lies on it with it. You know what I'm saying? You blow it up. Ridiculous. Memory. Click on to terminate the program. No. Okay. So, anyways, I'm done with this video. Man, I'm asking you prophets and prophetesses to please get your facts straight. Come to talk prophesy in God's name with a clean heart. With nothing against anyone. Because otherwise your prophecy is sullied and it's good for nothing. And not that it's good for nothing because God got people everywhere getting what they need out of everything. And I do too. But for the life of me, I can't understand why someone would base their opinion of me on something somebody else said. We never met. I'm just as sweet as I can be. And even I'm so sweet I can admit it. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a sweetheart. I'm a sugar plum. I am sweet. And I praise God for that because I didn't make myself. God made me. So thank you all. And I hope you're not offended because that's the last thing I want for you because I love you. I love you with the love of Christ in Jesus' name. Thank you for watching and we'll see you soon. Thank you.